Hey, folks, this is Rob Walton back with Farside 42. I've got kind of a straggler candidate here. He taking care of his family, he had things going on, so he missed our live stream, but I promised him that I'd get him on. Billy Quigg, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. It's good to talk to you, Rob.
Good to talk to you. So let's jump right into this. Tell us who you are. Obviously, you're Billy Quigg, but tell us who you are and what you're running for.
All right, guys, I'm Billy Quigg. I'm running for bargaining committee. Uh, those are the people that bargain the contract. Those are the people that have to know the contract in and out. They're the ones that help the chairperson. That's the one that's reviewing whatever grievances the committee people may be bringing up or trying to run up. There's a lot to it. We also have meetings with the company, with our company counterparts. That's something that I feel like we got some good candidates for that. We have some experienced candidates for that, and hopefully I'm one of those. Hopefully you consider me. But that's what I'm doing, guys. I've been there for a long time. I've been very, very public with my support for the union, very public with standing up for workers. That's something I'm very proud of. It was one thing to bargain a contract, but it was really awesome just to see us get over that hurdle, see everybody come together. So bargaining committee is, man, there's a lot to it. I'm looking forward to it if I'm elected. There's a lot of stuff that we have to get in place. There's a lot of education that we have to do. Biggest thing for me is building solidarity. So with the bargaining committee, we're working both sides of it. We're working the company, we're working with members, we're working with the committee people, we're working with the chairperson. There's a lot of stuff to do, and that kind of starts with us because we are kind of that first level between chairperson and international and everybody else. So we have to build solidarity. I heard a lot of people talk on your live earlier. I heard Troy say it best: education is absolutely paramount, and that's got to be us. That's why you need the experienced people in those positions. You need to be able to educate the committee people. You have to be able to educate the chairperson. If you get a new chairperson in there, someone who hasn't done it. There's a lot to it, and we have to know the language. Somebody asked me yesterday if I knew the language. And I'll be honest with everybody. Can I recite it verbatim? Have I read every single page down to the period? No. I'll just be honest. I haven't. But I can tell you exactly where it's at, exactly what to look for. I remember 99% of it. There's some stuff that I don't remember. I know who to go to. I know who bargained the language. Guys, there's a lot of information there, and you need people that have that are just already, they're ready to go and get it done because, guys, we got to get the wheels rolling on this thing. When this committee gets in place, there's a lot of stuff to build, and not just inside the plant. There's stuff outside the plant. We've got all the standing committees. We got to get going local. So there's a lot of stuff to be done, and that's why you need some experienced people in these positions because, guys, it's gonna slam. It's gonna be a ton of bricks hitting us at once doing this job.
Well, so that leads, I think, fairly nicely into my next question. Although you actually talked through most of my questions, so I'm gonna have to come up with some new material. Day one, you get elected. What's your biggest priority? What do we need to hit first right out of the gate? Like, what is it?
Oh, education, because now we have committee people that are going to be on the floor that are representing members, and frankly, we got to show them how to do that. You don't just walk up and everything in the job. We've had a couple months now to understand it, to kind of get our feet planted, to know what to do. The new committee people, hey, you've got to be on the floor first thing Monday morning when you step into that plant, ready to represent workers. Because, sorry guys, workers come first. Membership comes first. That's our highest priority. That's our highest calling is to serve them. So we have to have education. That's day one. Obviously you'll hear some grandiose things. Oh, well, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to build a union hall day one, whatever it may be. But no, it's education. It's that simple because these committee people have to be ready to rock and roll day one.
Okay. So I've asked everybody this. You kind of answered a little bit, I suppose, but I should ask you to give me your elevator pitch. 30 seconds in an elevator. I mean, you got more time than that, but 30 seconds elevator pitch. Why you? Why are you the most qualified?
Oh man, this is
Sell me,
I'm
Billy.
gonna laugh, man. I'm not whoring myself out for you or anybody, bro. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Hey, I'm serving the membership. That's part of it. You better be ready to work and do what it takes to serve them. But 30-second elevator pitch, man. I hate doing this. You got me in a spot here, but I'll try it. Guys, I've been doing this for a long time. Ever since I've signed my first authorization card in 2012 to now, I remember being in logistics of Zerotech signing. I remember being vocal in logistics. I remember supporting this thing when it wasn't cool. I remember the lows and I definitely remember the highs, but I remember everything that I've learned from then to now. And guys, there's a lot of information that you've got to know in this position. I've been doing this for a long time. I've built those relationships. I've learned, you know, I'm fortunate enough to have learned from people that have retired, people that are almost going to retire. That's how I've been doing this so long. I had hair when I started. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. Guys, you have to have people that have the knowledge and are ready to stand up and work for you. And that's, you don't need to wonder if somebody's going to do it. You don't need if somebody's going to get into it and 2 weeks later going to quit. Guys, I'm in this for the long run. I always have been. I'm not afraid to do the job. I've been doing it for a while now, anyways. And guys, I'm just ready to get in there and do what we can to protect this language and ensure membership has a fair shake. Because at the end of the day, the company's going to do whatever stuff that they do. We have to be ready to grieve it, and we have to know what the hell we're grieving and how to grieve it. Because if we don't, we're just going to look like a bunch of idiots. So there's my 30-second elevator pitch. What I get to about 45 seconds. I
I,
hate doing that because it's so complex, man. It's
I hear
guys,
you.
I've been doing this forever. All I want to see is the best for membership, and I'm willing to work my ass off for it. I know what it takes. There's a lot to it. And man, I've got a great support system at home. I'm willing to put in the long hours. You know, my wife hates hearing that, but I know what it takes to do this job.
Hmm.
And I'm obviously dedicated to it. You know, I was doing this I've been doing this union thing when you weren't getting paid, when it wasn't something. It's not a job to me. It's not a way to get off the line. Guys, this is something that I really believe in. Look, membership, I love the membership. I know that sounds corny, but I know what Chuck's talking about now, man. And it's awesome because we're responsible for you guys having a good day, a bad day, whether you're happy, whether you're going home to your family with a smile on your face. Man, there's so much to it. I get to play a role in if you're a member on the floor, I get to play a role in whether or not you feel like you had a great day at work, a bad day at work, whether you got screwed by the company. I get to have your back. And man, that means a lot to me because I've been there long enough. I remember when someone didn't have your back, when it was just kind of the Wild West and all you had was the person to your right or left. And man, I can't wait to see this change. You know, now I guess you got me started because I'm not going to shut up. I know I've only got 30 seconds till the 8 minute mark, but brother, this means a hell of a lot to me. And there's so many things involved with this position that it's hard to just sit back and say, I want to do A, I want to
Hmm.
do B. Man, because we're building this union. And this is something, man, I've talked to Goat about online. I've lived this part of building a union for a long time, talking about it, trying to get it off the ground. And it's awesome that it's finally come to fruition because now we finally get to do the things we've always talked about and we dreamed about. And frankly, bargaining committee, man, I can't wait to be that person that gets to explain to membership, hey, you know what, you were wrong, and I can't wait to serve you and get and make sure that you're treated fairly and you get what you deserve. Man, it's been a long time coming. We've already done that in some instances, and man, that's a damn good feeling when you can look at someone and know that they're able to go home and be able to have a roof over their head, food on the table. They can look at their kids and have dignity because they know they still got a job. They still have the ability to come home every day and say, everything's going to be all right. Man, we get to play a role in that. And that's beyond awesome. There's so many things with this union that people don't realize. It's not about bargaining contract and getting X percentage raise or getting your health insurance lowered. Man, it truly is about building this brotherhood, this sisterhood, and being able to walk up to somebody on the line, a stranger, and they know that you have their back and they got your back, man. That's what we've got to build. And it's just hugely important to make sure that we have the right people in place so that we can continue to build this thing. Man, there's been bumps along the way, there's always going to be. But we've got to be able to come together in solidarity because we've got to plan for the next contract. We've got to be able to come together and stand together if we do have to go on strike. We've got to have our union hall built. Man, I can go on forever about this, man. Uh, it's just there's so many things involved with it. Now, I just really look forward to it. I'd be honored if I could have your vote, if you guys would consider me, and everybody come out and vote May 6th and 7th. Just it's really awesome. We worked a long time to be able to say that. That's really cool to be able to say, come out and vote for your candidates and for your elected leadership.
Well,
Shit, you
well,
want me to keep going? Throw up
no,
throw up a stop sign or something, buddy.
well said. I'm going to let you get it all out. So I'm going to kind of break my own rule, but I can edit this out later if I have to. But so I just wanted to point out for because I'm sort of running my own campaign, and I remember when I first started coming to union meetings, I had buttloads of questions, and the person who sat down with me and spent a lot of time answering questions and having conversations about all this was you. You really educated me a lot about this whole process, and I just wanted to say I appreciate that.
Hey, brother, and anytime, anybody, I'm willing to explain, take the time, talk. If I don't know, I'll work my ass off to find out. I remember a lot of times sitting on the front porch of the Union Hall, sitting there smoking cigars on the benches, talking. Man, we sat out there for hours. And
Mhm,
when you really believe in something, when you really care about something, you find those people that are the same way. You
mhm,
find those people that I'm not saying other candidates aren't. I just think about people I've met along the way. I'm talking about you specifically, and others that I call good friends, where you feel good talking about it. You're never having an argument. You're never having a bad day when you're talking about it. You really feel like you're going somewhere with it, and it feels like you're accomplishing something when you have the conversation. So I appreciate you, and man, I appreciate anybody, whether you're for the union, against the union. I appreciate just talking to people and having the conversation, because it means a lot when we can just sit there or stand there and talk for 5 minutes. Because until we have the conversation, we don't know each other.
yeah,
So
yeah, I hear you, and I agree, but I'm gonna make you shut up now because people are gonna eat my lunch, for letting you
no,
talk so
you're
long.
good, man.
But, Billy, I appreciate you, giving me the time, the opportunity to ask you these few questions and, put you on a podcast, and, wish you the
Yeah,
best of
brother.
luck in your campaign, and, enjoy the rest of your weekend, okay?
Hey, man, same to you. Good luck on your campaign, and appreciate you guys doing these campaign interviews, man. That's awesome.
My pleasure. Alright,
Yeah,
have a
buddy.
good weekend, man.
See ya.